Hello everybody, we are in Ikebukuro in front of our favorite shop, Rental 819, where we rented motorcycles in the past. How you doing everybody? But this time we're gonna just kind of talk about riding in Tokyo. Peter is with me, he's inside of the shop talking with the manager in here, taking a look at some of the most interesting motorcycles that they have available for rent, but some of them are actually out with clients. I want to talk about the price and what it's like to ride in the city of Tokyo. Peter, again, is a master of it. But we're also going to be releasing the documentary that we took last year, riding around Hokkaido on a motorcycle on YouTube on the main channel, either today or tomorrow. I'm just like kind of reconnecting some of the links there. So this is going to be a hype up video of that. It's going to look like this. There's the thumbnail for it right there. So look for this on the main channel this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun to show you that experience. Hokkaido is just so perfect for motorcycle riding. But let's go inside of Rental 819 Ikebukuro and take a look at some of the motorcycles on offer here. Konnichiwa. All right. Here is Peter.
Hey guys.
There you go.
Nice. Hello. Sashiburi. It's been a while.
It has.
How are you guys doing?
I'm fine.
Well, I know you are. You're looking fine too. You've lost weight.
Hey, well, I'll take that. So what do we got here?
Motorcycles.
I like that.
Yeah. We've got a very big selection of motorcycles right here in the heart of Tokyo. This is Rental 819, which is a national chain of rental motorcycle shops. And we decided to come in and show you guys some of the bikes and talk a little bit about renting a motorcycle, riding motorcycles in Japan.
They got a lot of bikes here.
Yeah, they got a huge choice of bikes. And I noticed, John, a couple of the bikes, or actually the two bikes that you rode in Hokkaido are here.
Oh, the X400.
The 400X and
right.
the CB400.
Oh, sweet.
So
Is that it right there?
This is the CB400. This is the
there's a CB400.
Bulldor.
That looks better than the bike I
Bulldor.
rode,
Oh,
though.
no.
I'll just be honest with you, it looks like a Batman bike.
Oh, it's a little bit different. Actually, it's not the Bulldor.
Yeah, it does look a little different.
But,
it looks cooler.
yeah. But yeah, you had two different styles. You had kind of a touring style, which was the 400X.
Right.
And that's over here. And also you had the CBR400, or CB400. So,
CB400, yeah. That's the one I learned at the motorcycle school.
Yeah.
And this documentary that we have, that was my first ride out on the streets. I was only on a
track.
the course, right?
Right.
It was pretty nerve-wracking. Here's a clip from the documentary that we took.
Oh, I got to see this. Yeah.
We're still in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Nobody other than us saw that.
Yeah, you know what?
now lots of people are gonna see
Now
that.
lots of people are gonna see it. It's kind of. I did fall in the parking lot. Better there than on the road. You know, I mean.
3 times.
3 times. Okay.
Yeah.
You counted. I see. I didn't. I thought it was just that once.
No.
Well, like to rent a motorcycle in Japan. What is it? Is it complicated? Is it difficult? And I want to ask you about riding in Tokyo. It must be a
Right.
lot harder than what
Right.
we did in Hokkaido, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Well, you being a new rider in a place like Hokkaido was perfect because there's not a lot of people, not a lot of cars, lots of foxes, and other wildlife. But it's wide open road, so it's a really good place to really get your wings. But in Tokyo, yeah, if you're a new rider, you have to be a lot more careful and there's a little more to worry about in the city, including parking and miscellaneous other logistics.
Well, the roads don't go in a grid pattern. It's not like that. Tokyo's roads, in particular here in Toshimaku, around Ikebukuro, it's kind of easy to get lost.
But most people use, anybody who's coming here and renting a motorcycle is going to use a navigation device, your phone on your bike, and that's huge. It's really helpful. It's easy to get around. However, if you are renting a bike in Tokyo, riding around in the city can be a blast. But getting out of the city can be a little more daunting. So if you're a new rider, starting in the city can be extra challenging. If you are more experienced, it's a lot easier. But if you're a new rider, I would tend to want to start in a place outside of the city, another branch, perhaps.
I like that, to be able to take the Shinkansen or ride a train, get out somewhere, and then just jump on it from out there.
Right.
But then again, riding, some people just want to get on the bike and ride.
Yeah. A lot of people just want to
You
check out the
you arrive
city.
at Narita. In fact, you could probably rent these right from Narita, right? 成田空港の近く店あるですよね。ありそう。成田空港の近くあるですよね。
Bike rental.
あ、そう。
そう
They used to. They used to. あ
あ、そうですか。そんなに人気じゃない。
あ。These are the clerks here, the manager there. Yeah, that's too bad. So there's no shop in Narita, but maybe it'll come back in the future. Haneda. Odaiba, yeah.
Odaiba,
So there's a shop
okay.
that they have in Odaiba. So you can get off of a plane and go straight to the shop by
Right.
taxi, which is pretty
Right.
close. Odaiba's like a 10-minute taxi ride from Haneda. And you can get on the bike. And a lot of people like to do that. But for me, and you're going over the Rainbow Bridge from Odaiba, which is pretty cool.
That's one of my favorite spots in Tokyo to ride.
Yeah, to ride
It's
over the Rainbow
the
Bridge.
top part, the paid part. There's a free part under, but you don't have the great view as you do when you pay.
Oh,
to go
yeah.
on the
Oh,
Shinto,
yeah.
It's an awesome view.
It is a pretty sweet. I've driven over it. I've never been on a motorcycle over it. I've only done it in the countryside. But, you know, before we're going to be leaving the shop and walking around Ikebukuro, and I want to show you what the streets are like, as well as take some of the questions. We have Bradshaw Studio here. Hello, all from Bend, Oregon. So another
Bend, yeah. I haven't been to Bend in a long time.
Oregonian. Thanks for chiming in here. Any of these other bikes or the prices you want to show us a little? Peter?
Well, so they've got quite a selection here. They've got touring type, like the type you rode, which is over here, the 400X.
And 125 cc's they have as well.
They've got 125 scooters. You got scooter もあるですね。Oh, Tonari no, there's this shop next door where they have their scooter selection. So, 結構 50cc から。Okay.
Oh wow, so you can
from
rent 50 cc's and you don't need a motorcycle license
right,
for that.
That's right. So if you are interested in riding a bike around Tokyo, you can use your international driver's license and get a 50cc bike or scooter. A Dendo bike, they have electric bikes too.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, these are becoming quite popular. These are electric bikes here. You also need a car license, right? Because it's.
Yeah, that's right.
何の免許が必要ですか？モーター。
125で小型免許。
Ah,
Okay,
so you do need to have a motorcycle license to ride these e-bikes, but it's pretty cool. They have these.
E-track. この E-track はどこですか？
What?
E-park。千葉とか。
海老名店がインドアで。
海老名、神奈川。
これがそうですね。インドアが海老名店で、外にあるのが箱根。バイカーズ
やりたい。
箱根。Wow.
隣バイカーズパラダイスの中に。
そこでレンタルできる。Okay.
乗れます。
Okay,
That is
so you
so
can rent
awesome.
these. This is in Hakone is a beautiful area too, and you can rent the bikes there.
イオン海老名店の中に
Okay.
So this is both of them in Kanagawa, Hakone and Shizuoka and Kanagawa. Ebina is an interchange.
Okay.
Very easy to get to.
Nice. That sounds
Yeah.
fun.
Everybody knows Ebina because that's when the Jutai Ebina kara hajimaru desu yo ne. I know Ebina quite well after traffic jams.
E-park はバイクは
That's a lot of bikes
電動
you
バ
got
イ
in
クだけ
here.
ですね。
電動バイクだけ。
Okay, はい。わかりました。
Photo Luke Hawaii Aloha. Nice to see you here, buddy. And they also have some of these auto. These are automatic.
お店で。Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you can go to this track and you can rent these e-bikes.
I had no idea.
Me neither. This would be a blast. There's another place that I'm going to check out next month in Nagano.
What's the link to? Oh, okay, so it's even on the. They even Oh, it's for rental 819. Wow. Okay. Wow. So they do a lot more than just rental bikes.
Yeah. We got
Apparently, I had no idea.
tracks, indoor, outdoor tracks, and
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
electric bikes. But yeah, so they have quite a selection here. They've got Ducatis, the Diavel, which is a beast of a bike.
Oh, this one right here?
This big guy right here.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, and they do.
What are
smoke.
these for? Is that for
It's
the
just-
engine cooling or something?
Oh, those are the speakers, John.
Or for the missiles? Inside it opens up.
But lots of touring stuff and just sport bikes, things to kick around town and just get out for a day ride. Lots of variety to choose from.
I noticed that they have rentals up to like 4 hours, which is interesting. Is that usual? That's like a love hotel. You're basically paying for a short period
Well,
of time.
the
That's not enough
Ducati will
time.
give you a lot of love, John.
That's true.
So 4 hours. So you get hit with
That's
the
a
first
full-
4 hours.
Yeah, 4 hours, 8 hours, full
8 hours,
day.
you pay $20 more.
For this particular bike. The other ones
Yeah.
are a little bit cheaper. So the rental prices are reasonable. Can you rent a helmet? It looks like you can
Yeah.
also rent the helmets.
Helmets are an extra
as
500
well.
yen for a day.
And optional things are like the
Safety gear.
smartphone holders. So you might want to bring your own, but they're 500 yen for the whole trip, right?
Yeah.
For the rental. And if you break a motorcycle part,
Well, only you would know about that.
yeah, I do. It's not too bad, but I wouldn't recommend it. They had a few replacement parts
Right.
required. Yeah, but there you go. So let's go show everybody the streets here.
Okay.
And talk a little bit about the documentary. Oh, by the way, I just want to show, this is an automatic motorcycle, right? This
What's a
is one.
scooter?
It's
It's a scooter.
a scooter. This is 125.
これは 125cc? Okay, yeah, 125. Yeah.
So these are 125. I learned this in the motorcycle school, but I noticed that there was no shifting necessary, right?
Well, they have some bigger bikes. I think actually this これもautomatic じゃない？shifting
DCT なんで、ギアがないやつ。
Okay, so
Diagonal.
this is kind of like a hybrid motorcycle scooter. So there's
so no shifting of it. Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Or like a thumb shifter. Okay, it's like a thumb shifter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. These things haul. This is a big bike.
Yeah, they do.
これ650? 1100? Ooh, okay, so 1000cc. That's for big boys, John.
Yeah, I can't ride that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
She
you-
got that. Mu리です.
Right. So there's different classifications of motorcycle licenses here. You got the Chugata, which is up to 400cc, and then you have from 400 on, which is the Ogata.
That's what you have. Ogata, I have
Yeah.
a Chugata. So
Right.
I'm limited to this one
400
here,
cc.
which is a 400.
Yeah, which is plenty. I mean, it's-
Yeah, I could pass you a couple of times on the
Yeah.
trip, which you'll see in
when
the
I was tying
documentary.
my shoelaces.
No, I think you were hauling. I just was hauling a little bit more.
Should we head out?
Yeah, let's do it. ありがとうございました。
Thank you so much. Arigato. Mata.
何時までですか？
夜6時半まで
6時半. So they're open from 10 to 6:30 and
毎日空いてる?
いや月曜日と第2第4月が
oh
Okay,
yeah,
so
and they have a holiday
Monday they're closed.
Monday,
Right.
which
Mondays.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
ありがとうございました。
お邪魔しました。ありがとうございました。じゃあまた連絡します。ぜひYouTube チェックしてください。Okay, どうもありがとうございます。どうも。
That's
Thank
cool.
you.
That was nice of them.
Bye-bye.
We didn't. This isn't like a sponsored stream or anything. We just really like this place. We just literally walked in, and Peter's like, "Can we film in here?" And they're like, "Okay." That's rare in Japan to have
yeah.
that kind of. Usually they want permits and your flight plan, your filming plan, and all that. But that was nice of them. But this is a great overview because whenever you travel around the world and you have a motorcycle license, I think that's another way to see a country, and by far, Japan's roads are really well maintained. So getting around Ikebukuro is kind of hard, but again, you need a Navi system, 100%, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
See, Brantani's in the house. Is that Aiken? Aiken is here as well.
Hey, actually, Aiken, I just saw your bike in there. He rented the Ninja
Oh,
250,
right.
which is actually in this shop right here. So
Okay.
I told the staff about you that.
Yeah, we were
he
talking
rented
about
the bike.
Aiken earlier, right? Yeah.
So, but they didn't remember you.
Oh, they didn't know? He
Sorry.
rented it from here?
Sorry.
Ikebukuro.
They rent the same bike is in there, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, why don't you
Well-
go show him real quick? He knows it. He has pictures of it, so let's go. But yeah, the streets in the city, all the signage, of course, is in English
Yeah.
and Japanese. But when you get into some of the smaller towns, you occasionally come across signs that are not in English. But for the most part, signage is user-friendly and it's in English.
Yeah, I like that. And after you have ridden around for a while, you get used to the placement of it, the kanji above and then the English romaji, Roman letters below. It's quite easy. The highway is in green. You know which direction to go. Train stations, they have like a white box around it. And the icons, once you get familiar with the icons as well, you just see them and boom.
Yep.
You don't even think about it anymore. You know how to get back to the Ikebukuro station?
It's that direction.
Is there a more interesting route?
If you wanted to go see Frank Lloyd Wright's architecture, that's interesting, but it's a bit.
Is that
bit
the
of a
Phantom
walk.
of the Opera guy?
No.
It wasn't?
I mean Fan of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera. Was that Frank Lloyd Wright?
You mean I think you're thinking of Chaney or the actor.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know either.
It's not Frank Lloyd Wright. It was the,
Frank Lloyd Wright was an architect, famous architect.
Maybe he did more than that. I don't know. Look at
Maybe
oh yeah. People could do more than one thing, Peter. Like look at Shohei Ohtani can hit home runs and strike out
Okay,
people.
Get a
All right?
close-up of my eye roll.
It's pretty creepy.
Yeah, so here we are. Ikebukuro. Let's cross and then to the right here.
Nicholas Lazak is in the house, so he said to get some donuts. There goes my diet. Nicholas is here. Diet's
Ooh,
over.
He's a donut fetish.
Nicholas speaks. I wanted to show everybody, as we're walking down the street here, I want to show you the documentary. This is the trailer for the release that's coming hopefully tonight. And Peter, you're going to have a version of it on your channel as well, right?
It's a popular
Oh, wow.
shop for, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people waiting here. Kakigori.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I never get excited about shaved ice.
I like
I'm not going to wait in line. Yeah. I won't wait in a line for shaved ice. I'm sorry. All right, here's the documentary trailer. Enjoy. Pump up the sound here.
Look at this. Yeah, baby. Yeah, bring it. That's what I'm freaking talking about. Good job, dog.
Goodbye, John Dog. Well, where's the...
In Lambo? Now Lambo. Look at that. We need a few more Kickstarters for that. Wow. Right?
The Hokkaido motorcycle experience, huh?
Yep. Oh, it's gonna be full-on excitement.
This is Chigokudani.
Welcome to hell, John Dobb.
Peter! We're having some local Wagyu. But with a waterfall and a view, this is stunning. Pretty amazing sunset. All right, there. That should give you a pretty good idea of what you're going to be seeing. pretty soon. I noticed that what the comm units that we had were able to record the audio, and we were able to use that in
Yeah.
the documentary, which I thought was really cool because they have this like old CB sound to it, which you can't
Right.
really fake in editing. I mean, you could, but it's just better when it's
Raw. Yeah.
raw like that.
Yeah.
But you had to jerry rig that, didn't you?
Well, it was a very, very laborious editing procedure.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So, but yeah, as John mentioned, we have, we're both going to be releasing a version of Adventure on our respective channels. And look, Fleur de Lis, that's cool. Mine will be strictly motorcycle. It's only the motorcycle part of the adventure.
Is it unseen footage from Yamamoto-san?
That's
Like
in
stuff?
there.
Yeah, we
There's
didn't use a lot
stuff.
of the footage that he took for his video.
I've all new music. I made a rock and roll version, so it's quite different. It's a different edit, different commentary, different narration, some different shots.
Different
music,
people?
Music's different. I was unable to do that. I tried with AI to get you out of it, but it didn't work. So you're in there. I knew that'd put a smile on your face.
I want to be in, my own video. I always wanted to be on your channel. You never ask me. You're always on this channel, but you never invite me on your channel.
Well,
Feel a little bit hurt.
One of these days. And then John will have the entire adventure on his version of the video.
I did cut out the Kickstarter stuff, which is irrelevant. Us jumping in a
Right.
lake, stuff like that. Oh, right. Shh. We never did that. That was never done.
That is one yellow umbrella. Yeah, and
That's like a kid's umbrella, isn't it? How could you walk around town with that? Oh my God, it's fashion faux pas.
yeah, Fox Pox.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, this originally was a Kickstarter-backed project. We had hundreds of kind people that backed us, and this was already a year ago. Can you believe that?
Yeah, it's crazy.
We left on July 28th last summer on this adventure, and then spent many, many months editing and
no kidding.
and fulfilling our promises to our backers, and yeah.
Well, we're using like 7 cameras, 5 different audio inputs. It was
Yeah.
a pretty tough one. By the way, if everybody doesn't know, this is Rikyu University that we're walking through, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can see all the kids studying or not studying.
It's a nice building.
It is.
Really
I like the
well.
red brick. I was thinking
Yeah.
this could be like Purdue University.
Right? It's got that
All the bricks.
kind of Ivy League feel, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, this is the Ikebukuro Library. What?
Oh, this is the city library. That's right next to the university. It's
Yeah.
basically the same. Funk Dat writes in here, please, I need help. Sold all my bikes in Cali, moving to Yokohama in August. My family's there since April. Can you do a video detailing the cost of motorcycle ownership in Japan?
Yeah, so thank you. In
That-
fact, you...
And his whole channel is sort of dedicated to motorcycling mostly.
Right,
sort
he
of.
sent me a message, and I
Funk Dat, you got it.
yeah, thank you. He sent me a super chat, and I commented in there. I missed the last time when you gave me a super chat, but thank you very much for that. And I wrote a response to your question. So you were asking about parking, paying for parking, blah, 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 for bikes.
It's a lot.
As I mentioned in the beginning, it's not easy finding a parking space when you're going around town. Finding a rental parking space is not, however, it's not cheap. So it's anywhere from $100 to, you could pay $200 a month to park your motorcycle. But it's,
Is that in Yokohama?
well, it might be a little bit cheaper in Yokohama, but there's bargains out there. But ask at your local real estate office. They always have the connections with landlords that are renting parking spaces for cars and motorcycles.
That's a lot of bricks.
That is a lot of brick. It's a brick.
University.
Ow.
University. It brings back memories.
It is Ivy League. Look.
It is, yeah. It is Ivy. Yeah, Rikyu's is a pretty good university. If you went to university here, where would you want to go? You seem like a Meiji guy.
Meiji, Waseda, Todai is a bit.
I'm not
bit
sure. I don't think
stuffy,
I'm a
maybe.
Waseda guy. Maybe I'm more Todai.
Todai.
I'd go for the top.
You're.
What?
Actually, I would like to go to, and I want Joji, my son, to go to. What's the one in Yotsuya?
Oh, Sophia.
Sophia, yeah, Sophia.
Yeah, that's a good
That's a
school.
nice stained glass detail on there. That's cool.
Yeah, well, Sophia's it's a Catholic
Yeah.
university, so
Yeah.
he's gotta learn some stuff.
Right.
I mean, you're not going to church every Sunday, are you? To mass?
In our hearts, we say grace before
Do you?
dinner.
Well, you say
He does it?
itadakimasu.
No, he does the name of the Father,
Oh,
Son,
does he?
Holy Spirit, man.
Joji
But
does?
Yeah, he does.
Wow.
But it's all memorized. He has no idea what he's saying, and
Oh.
it's just the sound. So, Holy Spirit, Amen. Bless the Lord, you know, against the mountain, yeah,
Okay.
that's what he sounds like.
I just saw the Godfather Part 3, and where he says the part where
That's a
the
great
influence is why it does not penetrate.
shot. Why don't we cross the street here and look?
Are we
up
allowed
to
to
that-
film in the university? I
We'll
feel
just
like,
go up to the first arch there.
oh my gosh, it looks like.
Let's go over there.
You should feel smarter when you go to a university. Why do I feel dumber? I feel like I'm not worthy.
You aren't, but entering these gates, you will have
This
a
is
sudden
Rikyu.
rush
Wow.
of knowledge.
Really? Imagine riding your motorcycle through here. The gates are wide open.
Yeah,
You could
let's do
do a
it.
prank like that. So,
This is cool. I've never been here. This is really, really
oh, you've
nice.
never been
No.
to Rikyu? I've been here, walked through here a couple of times. I had friends who went here. I actually taught English to kids that were studying here. It's kind of a neat place.
There's quite a few foreigners here.
There are. Two.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm seeing some girls
Oh.
down here that are not.
Oh, the foreigner
locals.
girls? Yeah.
That's a
Alright.
cool campus. Nice.
This gives me the creeps. Looks like a site of a crime. All right, let's get out of here. What's that movie with Johnny Depp, From Hell? Looks like something that happened back in Jack the Ripper
I don't know.
college campus. Lots of co-eds.
Well, you know, when you're near a college campus, there's going to be some good food, and I'm getting hungry.
Oh right, yeah. I can eat. What time is it? I can eat after 12.
You're 10 minutes past.
Oh, it's 12:10.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm doing that intermittent fasting. I'm keeping on a schedule, and I can only eat meat.
And donuts. How about donuts with meat inside?
All right, that might be okay.
Meat-filled donuts.
I'm not supposed to eat any carbs. It's just meat and cauliflower and stuff like that. It kind of works, but
Boring.
a little bit. But if you use a little bit more salt, that's okay. Garlic.
What's this
Ginger.
over here? A wedding chapel? What is this?
Well, after the kids graduate, they come right into marriage after they meet their
Show them this.
love
Here's
of their life.
So for those who are interested in parking cars in Tokyo,
All right.
take a look at this tower here.
Yeah, a lot of people
holding
wouldn't even know what
cars.
that is. That's a parking garage. That's
Yeah,
crazy,
and
right?
It's all automatic.
I
So
guess
you-
there's 2 and 2, right? It works like a merry-go-round.
Well, yeah, that's right. That's how mine. I have one of those. Rent one of those for my car, and it goes in and it just shuffles them around. They go like a Ferris wheel.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Japan makes the use of
Vertical
space.
space.
Yeah. Oh wow! I remember I had lunch in that restaurant there a long time ago. There's some good restaurants on this side of Ikebukuro. We're on the back side of Ikebukuro. If you've never been here before,
West exit.
the west side. If you've never been to Ikebukuro before, it is one of the big hubs of Tokyo, especially if you're going out to the west. Get this video here, hold on. That's Ikebukuro Station, and you can see we're on the back side, which is on the back side right there. Not as much stuff. Now, if you go over to the right side here, where you have to cross over the tracks to get there, there's more like shopping malls and stuff, right? Or no, hold on. Now the backside is in the backside. Sorry.
Are you filming my
Confusing.
backside?
No, I'm showing the
Okay.
Google Earth. And there's the Seibu department store, which that used to be the biggest department store in the world, the Ikebukuro Seibu.
Really?
Yeah, it's massive in there. You can get lost, in particular underground, coming out of the station.
Here's a nice wedding dress.
You in
So
the market for it?
That is a wedding chapel over there. So this is where the bridal
Wow.
salon.
She certainly needs to see.
Where did
hairdresser.
Where did Kanai get her dress? Her wedding dress?
Ginza somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ginza.
We had ours made in Vietnam.
Jeez. That makes sense.
Well,
You get to keep it, right?
It did. Well, yeah, we got to keep it. But well, there's more of these fleur de lis. What's the deal with that? Is that the Rikyu symbol?
Yeah, I think it could be on here.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. Set to
Yeah.
yakitori.
So yeah, we went to a shop in Harajuku where they had these beautiful dresses, super expensive, and we're like, we are not gonna pay for it. They have like semi-rental. It's got like this semi-rental where they cut it to fit you, but you give it back, and it was like $4,000 or something. So we were going to Vietnam, and she heard that you can have dresses made, really nice dresses.
Really nice. Same material, it's the same stuff.
Totally. So what I did, I was really sneaky. I took pictures when she tried on the dress, and I took some pictures front and back and side, and then we took those pictures to Vietnam. And soon after that, they kind of shut down any photo taking.
Oh, because of what you did?
Well, I don't know if it was because of us or us and other people, but yeah. But
It's
she has this
awful.
beautiful dress, silk.
And she still has it, so she could rent it out to people.
But she still fits in it.
Make the money back. Yeah, I had suits tailored in Hoi An in Vietnam back in the year 2000, including wool jacket, which I had for 15 years before it fell apart. The workmanship wasn't exactly top notch at the time, but it looked really good for the first 2 years and held up pretty good. Fast fashion. But yeah, going to Vietnam and getting stuff tailored there is a really smart idea, especially if it's something that was going to cost.
But you got to do your research and find a
that's the other
reputable
thing.
tailor, because there's a lot of shoddy ones. I had some suits made in Thailand, and they were ridiculous. So I just threw them out when I got home. It was.
Yeah, I had some bad Thai suit experiences. You have to try.
So there's all kinds of restaurants around here. There's good
Look
ramen.
at that air pump for. Can you use that for motorcycles?
Not sure.
It also doubles as a stand for old drinks. Kind of.
Right. Table.
Yeah, Peso knows what to do. You go to get a bunch of bulk orders. I guess I could get the only in Japan T-shirts made in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Go there and do it myself. That'd be fun. Or I want to get the hats tailored. You can't find a good haberdasher in Tokyo.
Yeah. Why don't you do semi-rental T-shirts?
Dude, no.
You want to make money, don't you?
Well, I don't want to wash them.
Well, you hire somebody to do that.
Oh, welcome to Japan. Would you like to rent a T-shirt? Why don't you just buy it?
Hey, I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay, well, I reject your idea.
That's cute. A bear with a yukata.
Oh, yeah.
Kawaii.
Here, let me take the people in. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome. It's kind of like Ted.
That wasn't worth the zoom. That wasn't worth the zoom. Look at this. You can see how much the apartments are as well. I like walking by. If you see these building layouts and stuff, you can see the layout. This is the LDK, living, dining, kitchen room. There's a kitchen, 2 bedrooms here, the bathroom, and this is, you can buy it for about $260,000 for that.
For a mansion.
Yeah,
they call it mansion. Mansion is a condominium.
It's no man. Yeah, it's basically a condo. It's a little bit dated too, so $250,000 for that, a little pricey. But then you're in the heart of Ikebukuro.
This house is $1.6 million.
Oh,
and it's not very nice.
I know, it's way
Ridiculous.
overpriced. That house?
Yeah, right here in the upper left.
Oh yeah, well, no, that's, with the exchange rate now, it's more like just a little bit over $1 million. But that's not a nice
Well,
looking.
1.2 million.
I would tear it down and just build
brand
what I
new one?
wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The
That
thing
makes
is this,
sense.
once you build a house in Japan, it loses the value. Nobody
You won't-
wants to buy it.
You won't do semi-rental t-shirts, but you'll tear down a brand new house and rebuild.
That does not look brand
Does
new.
that make sense?
That does not look brand new.
It was.
It looks like a bubble era house from some eccentric
Well, it's in
millionaire.
vogue. The new houses look like the bubble era stuff.
Like that, looks like Blofeld's house from the 60s. It's got all those Austin Powers furniture. Well, I can smell the ramen
Yeah,
across the
there's
street.
an Indian too.
Yeah, it's like a curry ramen mix. I smell curry and I smell ramen. Look at them, they work together so well.
We had some curry ramen in
Oh yeah.
Aomori, right?
It
Wasn't
says
that curry ramen?
Yokohama. Guess something like Yokohama ramen.
Yokohama Mama.
And there's Tobu, so we're basically in front. This is the front of Ikebukuro Station here. Used to be a good katsudon place I knew well. I used to work in this area.
Ramen shop that you took me to, which is a chain, really good. There's got one right back here that's quite good. Skamen.
Oh right, yeah, the
It's a black sign with
Yeah,
gold letters.
yeah.
They've got one right back there.
Tetsu.
Not
There's a
Tetsu,
couple
no,
of
no.
good chains.
Yeah.
Carbo load for the day of sitting and editing. That's what I need to do.
Yeah.
Get a real carbo load going on. They're building another massive skyscraper here. Seriously,
we
I'm not
need.
going to be able to recognize even Ikebukuro in about a year or two. Here's the map here.
I don't
So
recognize
rental
the way you
819
pronounce
was
it.
like, for the motorcycle rental place was like way out here. We just walked past through Rikyu, so it's like off the map, isn't it?
Off the charts.
Probably better because you wouldn't want to run a motorcycle right at the station. Getting out of here would take forever because of all this traffic
That's part
lights.
of the adventure.
Yeah.
Bikers are adventurous. Adventurish.
Yeah.
So, Shimizu.
Oh yeah,
I
you've
did a TV commercial for Shimizu.
yeah, you've done the TV commercials for them. I'm going to contact them for an episode I want to do as well. They do a lot of dream projects, which are really cool, like thinking outside the box. I like that. This place is known for this building in particular. Do you know the one I'm talking about? It's the Sunrise 60. This was the tallest building in Japan for a little bit, I believe, right? It's on the other side, right here.
Oh, okay, good.
That was the tallest building in Japan for a while. 60,
Is that the Sunshine City?
yeah,
building?
Sunshine City, Sunshine 60 floors high. They don't have a lot of tall buildings because of the earthquakes. But now that they have the technology to do it now better, we're seeing,
Look at this umbrella.
whoa.
That's interesting. It's like a heat shield from a spaceship.
Looks like an oil slick.
Yeah.
As a kid, I remember being fascinated with oil on the ground, you know, staring at it.
The prism
Yeah.
colors.
Yeah, like wow, oil's awesome. But
Slugs do that too. Slime from slugs and
this is the this is the metropolitan side, right, of it, and it's the theater over there. So I've been to a couple of performances, including Kanai's dance performances. She's performed on stage there a few times. It's a big theater, so she had like, I don't know, like 1,000 people clapping for her.
Wow.
Now you always yell out, "Bravo!" She gets embarrassed because she knows who's yelled it. I'll stand
say
up and go,
encore.
"Bravo!" I don't say encore. That's a little bit.
We'll try that. You
Oh
might
yeah,
get
well,
lucky.
okay, you put her on the spot. Obviously, she's not going to
Bravo
dance
isn't
again.
putting her on the spot.
No, that's just some word that means good job or something.
Okay,
all right,
Okay.
but
But maybe
if you yell encore and then you get people chanting it, she's got no more game.
One
That's
more
it.
Dance. One more dance.
Maybe she could
Started.
improvise something, but not with 1,000 people watching.
I know.
No, I would not be able to go home if that were to happen.
Good beer. There we go. Beer and live stage.
This is where I got my first hub card when I was in 2006. I collected enough points for a 20,000 yen coupon, but I didn't use the card for 1 year and 2 days.
Feel the air
I walked in
conditioning.
there. Yeah, it's nice and cool coming out here.
Wow.
1 year and 2 days, and they wouldn't give me the coupon. I'd saved it for 12 years.
For which shop?
Hub.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Okay.
To collect
ale
the points
house?
for it, so I will
And
never
what
go to the
happened?
hub ever
So
again.
you didn't turn the place upside down?
No, I didn't. I just walked out and said I'm never coming back. And I haven't been back to the hub in about 5 years. And
Because of that.
I'm a better person for it. Let me
Yeah?
put it to you. To be honest, the hub is a generic.
Hub is just grub.
Yeah, it's basically
Yeah.
not nice.
Well, there are rules, John. They didn't say it's good for 1 year and 2 days. It's good for 1 year.
So you're gonna
So-
tell a customer that's been saving up for 13 years because of 2 days, no.
Tell them that. I've
They
been
could
saving
see it.
with
They
tears.
could see it on the card. It says 2006 for crying out loud, and it was
They
2020
could see it
or
in
20.
the tears coming out of your
2018 or something.
eyes. I've been saving for 13.
And there's nothing good at the hub that you can find. You can find everything that's in the hub at other places like Devil's Craft,
Yeah.
and you can get
That's some
much better
goods.
food.
So we are kind of at the end of our walk, aren't we?
unless you're gonna do a dance in the middle of the street, a jig.
In front of 1,000 people,
Yeah.
and you're gonna yell encore.
I
and really
am
put
gonna
me
yell
on the
encore,
spot?
and then you can do the breakdancing worm across the street. I'd like to
Oh.
see you do the worm.
I
That
can
was
do
my
that.
move back in the day. I
Yeah.
did that in a club in Prague
The
in
worm?
1997, and then I threw up all over some guy, and my three Dutch friends that were with me backpacking grabbed me
disowned you.
and got out of that bar in the Prague, and it was on the Museum Avenue there, right in the center. I remember that. And we went to our $1 a night youth hostel, and I
A
sobered
buck a
up.
night?
It was $1 a night, yeah.
How much was the beer?
The beer was 30 cents.
Wow.
Prague back in 1997 was pretty cool. 96.
Yeah.
Wow,
I
it
went
was-
there back then too.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Oh yeah.
But I was doing the worm, and then some Czech guy wanted to fight me because he said that.
He's the one that does the worm. How dare you foreigner come here and
No, it was like
upstage
some.
me?
No, there was some like anti. No, it was a German guy. He was anti-American, and he wanted to fight me. And then my friend, who's Dutch, he's over 200 centimeters tall. And then he came over and just went like this right into the guy's face. It was over. I didn't have to be a big guy
Right.
when you have a
You
friend like
burped the
that.
worm?
Eric, if Eric is watching, can't wait. He's not a violent person, but he looks like he could be. So that's enough. That's enough.
Right.
He drank a lot of milk and cheese when he was a kid, apparently. He's a real big, tall guy. You wouldn't want to mess with him, but I don't know.
Well, can you do the worm? Show us.
I'm not going to do the worm. I was going to say you should do the worm right across here.
I don't know how to do it.
Well, wait for the green light. You do
I
it
know
like
you know
this.
how to do
it's
this.
like this.
This thing. What were you doing on the train platform?
That was the divorce shuffle. What was that?
Well, I can't even do it. What was it like?
No, it's the running man it's the running man forward with the train tracks.
Okay.
Remember?
but
It
you're
was the
getting that.
skip.
You're getting
yeah,
your
with
arms
that
in it.
here. That was in the video we did. We took the Shinkansen, had a party Shinkansen. Compliments of JR. Thank you.
That was a fun trip.
Yeah. Any last thing you want to see? We got Carrie laughing on the other side. Anything that you want to tell us about riding motorcycles in the city of Tokyo? A couple of tips that you think would be useful for people?
Well, like I said, for a new rider, it can be very daunting, even for an experienced rider, riding in the city. But it's a very safe place to ride. I've had a lot of friends that ride in other countries, US and Canada and Europe, and it's a different world here. People are so polite on the roads as well, and they're aware of bikers. So there's always an element of danger when you're on a motorcycle, but I would say that Japan, Tokyo is a safe place to ride. The greatest thing that your savior is having a navigation on your
Oh yeah.
on your bike. Hook up your phone and just use the maps and
Some of the bikes
follow
have
that.
USB plugins too, so you can have it charged the whole time.
You can charge it. And if there's a helmet law here, you have to wear a helmet. I would wear a helmet anywhere. Hey, a lot of racket. But yeah, it's a
Oh my gosh, lady, really?
yeah.
Get some rubber tires. As you were so rudely interrupted, I apologize, sir. Please continue.
Okay, that's all right. Take care of her later. But yeah.
But what do you mean by that? You know,
Buy her lunch.
rubber out? I just watched The Godfather. I get.
Yeah.
Okay.
What other tips? I've been riding here for 23 years, and I really enjoy riding around the city. I love riding in Japan, and I feel safe on a bike here.
You ever been in an accident?
I've never fallen, but I've had like a car kind of rub up against my scooter.
Not fallen like an accident fall. You never
No.
fallen over like I did three
Yeah, I
times in the
have.
documentary?
Yeah.
You have? Okay.
Not 3 times though.
How many?
Within 20 minutes.
Oh.
Well, 2 times within 20
It was all on the
minutes.
first day.
Within 20 minutes twice. And then the 3rd day you dumped it.
I
again.
did?
Yeah.
Where was that?
That was when we were leaving Toyako.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I suddenly forgot.
Wait. Oh, we were riding around the loop. But then the rest of the day was fine.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The problem that you were having was you're putting on your front brake, which throws you off balance when you're going slowly. So you use your rear brake. That was the issue.
Here's a picture of Peter riding with the kickstand on.
Is that the wheelie? Oh yeah.
Showing.
Zoom it. See the bugs in my teeth?
No. I see you on a kickstand having fun.
Yeah. Well, biking is.
How'd you get over there?
I walked around,
Okay.
hungry and thirsty.
All right. Thank you. Oh, we'll go find a donut now. Oh, that Ringo shop, the apple pie Ringo shop's over there. I could use a coffee for sure.
Yeah. Coffee sounds good too.
Yeah. Bugs, maybe some bugs for lunch. You're so used to them, Mr. Motorcycle Rider. Tokyo doesn't have too many of them.
They have a vending machine with bugs.
Yeah, I saw that. Used to be a good katsudon place just over there.
I'm up for anything. Coffee and food.
So you like the Tigers this year?
I do not follow American baseball.
So what the heck? What's
A
this?
friend of mine sent it to me. Steve. He's probably watching. Thank you, Steve.
Oh, okay. And if I send you a hat, you're gonna wear it too?
Sure. Well, not that one. Not a used one.
Well, you wouldn't want this. It's got mold inside. I'm just kidding.
No, he's not.
Sort of.
Yeah.
I am. Or am I?
So we'll have our videos coming out, our Hokkaido motorcycle adventures coming out in the next couple days, so please look for them. We will put our respective links to each other's channels.
Oh, we will?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right.
And yeah,
Think
there'll
so.
be different edits, and we hope you enjoy both of them.
Right.
And consider getting a motorcycle or an RV when you come to Japan.
Oh, right. We should mention the RV because that was also a thing. That we did have a lot of good trips, and talking about the RV, we drove around most of Hokkaido with it. It's sometimes more comfortable than sitting on a bike because the distances in Hokkaido are so wide. Here you are driving it into the Ainu Kotan, which is in there it is.
Akan.
Yeah, Lake Akan. This is just a beautiful place. This might have been my 3rd time. I went there in the middle of winter when it was minus 17 with plus wind chill factor, put it like minus 50.
Oof.
I was on the lake and I couldn't feel my face. This is from the documentary. Summer is a much better time. But even in summer, this is July, and we had
Our
sweatshirts
Kushitani
on.
jackets.
Yeah. The architecture was unique. It just didn't seem like Japan to me here,
Yeah.
when it shouldn't, because it's a traditional Ainu culture.
Right,
So we
right.
got into this a little bit with the dance, with some of the dancing, and we visited the Ainu Museum with permission. They gave us access to film some of the culture there, which is a fantastic place to see it. Yeah.
Yeah, the RV part of the trip, which was 5 days, we were ready for that after being on the bikes for 6 days and then being able to
The last
relax
day
a
in the
bit.
rain was tough.
Yeah, yeah. So being in the RV, it's a different experience. And check out Japan CRC is our friends that have a national chain of camping cars. They call them camping cars here in Japan. But another unique way to see the country. And with your family, you can get a camper. And there's a video on my channel of me and my family in
Stuck
Nagano.
in traffic the whole way home.
Well, no, the last day.
I remember you called and said the traffic jam is from Nagano to Tokyo.
It was
8 hours.
It was a horrific
So
trip back.
choose your
That
days.
was Golden Week.
Choose your days.
Oh no, that was Obon. That was Obon.
Yeah.
But yeah, camping, there's all sorts of RV parks throughout Japan. And another cool thing is, as you'll see in this documentary, is let's cross the street here, the Michi no Eki, which are the roadside stations. You are allowed to park your camping car there
Oh,
for
right,
free.
yeah. This is
So-
the artwork from artist Dakota for the postcard for the people that backed the project. I thought this was great, and it kind of summarized. We did put a bear in there, didn't we? No, maybe there wasn't a bear in the design. I can't remember. We did see the bears.
We saw bears.
Saw bears.
In the Shiretoko, which was amazing. That was one of my dreams. And we came around a bend, and here's a mama and 2 baby cubs crossing the street.
That was pretty freaking awesome.
That was amazing.
That
was amazing.
was awesome. I had to get the camera out, all shaky footage, try to stabilize it in post. That took like 3 days, but it turned out watchable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful bears. And actually, what was cool about that is when we were at the rental motorcycle shop in Sapporo, I was talking to the guys there about seeing wildlife, and I said, well, we want to see some bears. And the guy said, he goes, I'm from here, and I have never seen a bear when I've been out riding on my motorcycles. And we saw bears.
But
So
it
he
was, luckily it was in the RV.
Yeah,
I'm kind
yeah,
of I imagine seeing the bears
Yeah.
on the motorcycle, having them chase us down.
Well, actually, when we were
Holy
there,
smokes!
yeah, he told me that some guy got munched by a bear just prior
On a
to
motorcycle?
I don't know if he was on a motorcycle, but he was out walking on one of the roads, and the bears got him.
Yeah, the bears are, especially in Hokkaido, they will attack.
Yeah.
Especially if there's a little one around.
And if they have melon in their name.
Melon Kuma. And that's in the documentary too. I don't have any clips from that. Darn.
But we'll have to watch the documentary.
You're gonna have to watch it.
That was awesome.
It's coming for free to everybody on YouTube. It's been a year. Big shout out to the 700 plus supporters on Kickstarter that
Yes.
made this possible. We wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys. That you're at the credits at the end of the documentary, and I'll try to have this out tonight, this weekend, so you guys can all celebrate it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
So long, guys.
Bye from Ikebukuro. Hurry up and do the dance. No, that's not the one. The worm. I think they want to see the worm.
What was the? I forget.
It's
hammer
the-
time. How does hammer time go?
Like this.
You do it.
And then you do the thing. I
You do it.
basically
I'll
was.
film you
no,
doing it.
don't touch
Anyway,
it.
don't be shy.
All right, bye.